So let's just recap the transfer business done so far. We have had Anthony leave for Real Betis. We have had Patrick Dorgu currently getting his medical done, and we have had Aiden Heaven from Arsenal Academy come in.
Yeah,
What can happen in the last couple of days of the transfer market is the speculation of Rashford loan still continues.
yeah,
We really thought that Borussia Dortmund, Barcelona, we really thought he'll have the pick of his clubs, but
yeah,
apparently no one wants to fork out that kind of money in
yeah,
January. Of course, we know Barcelona has their financial troubles, but Borussia Dortmund has backed out, and eventually the new player in the market is Aston Villa.
yeah.
What do you make of these links?
To be very honest, don't want to see Rashford playing in the Premier League. Uh, Thankfully, at least this season, it will be a loan deal, so we won't see him playing against United at least. But
Mhm.
to see him playing in the Premier League will not be that great a feeling. So I'm not too happy about it. But if we look at it from a perspective of the clubs involved, for Aston Villa, he could be a great signing. For Manchester United, there are murmurs of 70% of the wages being covered by Aston Villa if this deal goes through. So that should free up a lot of wage bill for United for rest of the season. So that should be good, especially if he's not playing under Amorim, it's good that we at least recover some of the wages out of it. And for the player itself, it is a chance to showcase that he still has it in him. Obviously, he is our academy product. We all said and done are really proud of what Rashford has turned out to be. Always wish well for him. So it's a great chance for him to prove himself. For that matter, he will have the Champions League as a platform as well. Round of 16, Aston Villa went through straight as well. So there is, and one of the reports that I was reading, he's excited about the Aston Villa project and the chance to play in the
Mhm.
Champions League. So good for him as well. So I think all in all, if things work out fine, it's a good deal. What I'm really interested in understanding is what, and if there is a buy clause, what is the buy clause like? Whether it's an option to buy, what kind of fees are we looking at? Because I also thinking from Marcus Rashford perspective, he might not want a buy deal to be included in a loan at this point in time. He might look at it as a platform to prove himself and probably go to a
Mhm.
bigger club. So all that will be interesting to see how that plays out. But it seems like Rashford will be on his way out more likely than not.
I mean, if Rashford goes, not that he has been contributing a lot to the goals, but that being said, there will be a number less in our attacking
Yeah,
unit. And on that matter, there have been a lot of rumors flying about. A couple of players from Chelsea and Aston Villa
yeah,
in the form of Nkunku and Leon Bailey. Uh, Nkunku, I don't think we have seen him, do
enough.
great
Yeah,
things in the Premier League. Of course, he does play a lot in the Champions, in the Europe, but when he came, he had such big reputation
yeah,
that there were big expectations out of him. But I think injury has held him back, and the kind of transfer business that Chelsea did, the rapid fire transfer business that Chelsea did in the form of Neto, Sancho,
yeah,
of course Palmer has come in, so that really restricted Nkunku's possibilities. But the rumors of Nkunku to United have also died down since the time the possibility of Garnacho to Chelsea
yeah,
has died down.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think Nkunku, I'm like, if these are the only three players that United can look at this point in time, I would still keep Nkunku at the bottom of that list. I am not myself not too keen. One, because of the injury record. Two, he has not shown great things in the Premier League. So, not Premier League proven. I don't think he will be able to add so much, and especially if he only comes as a loan deal to adapt to this system for the next few months and then go off again. I don't see a lot of value in that. uh, Mathys Tel is an interesting choice, although he hasn't been playing too much even for Bayern. I think He comes on sometimes as a substitute. He starts one. He I think started the last Champions League game, where they had heavily rotated as well. And I think he's been playing on that left wing sort of a position for them,
Mm,
left attacking midfield, left wing sort of a position for them. So it could be some sort of a like for like replacement for a player like Rashford,
mm.
but also unproven. I think he's got what, one goal so far this season uh, in the league. I'm not sure how many he has added in the European campaign, but he's exciting, no doubt about it. A dribbler, a fast attacking player, but maybe the scouts, Amarim's team has seen him that he can flourish in that number 10, maybe that striker role. I think for France he has also played that striker role up front, so maybe that could also be something that the club is looking at. And but out of the three, I think if these are the only choices, and it looks like they are, Mathys Tel would be somebody who will be first on my list. What do you make of him, and then even Leon Bailey?
Yeah, I mean, Leon Bailey has also, I mean, with the introduction of Rogers, Leon Bailey hasn't got the opportunities to impress, and even the opportunities he has gotten, he hasn't taken them with both hands. So Leon Bailey's goals have dried up, even though he's a brilliant dribbler.
Yeah,
Uh, I do prefer Mathys Tel over Leon Bailey, uh, just for the fact that Mathys Tel has really good exposure of high pressure matches and has done very well in them.
yeah,
In his first season as Bayern was a complete success. His time at France has been brilliant. Even it'd be funny for you that they call him mini Mbappe in Bayern. You know that like
yeah,
he has brilliant dribbling ability, and
yeah,
he's also very direct as a player. He also has his eyes on the goal. He shoots from outside the box a lot, and he
yeah,
also brings other players into play. So very interesting player when we talk about Mathys Tel, and the fact that Bayern don't want to lose him permanently, and we are looking for a loan option. I
yeah,
think that makes it a very conducive transfer decision for both United and Bayern and the player. And the fact that he did invite Daniel Levy to Bayern, and he
and
came to
rejected Spurs.
Munich
Yeah,
and rejected Spurs, and that's like a beautiful story for me. And
yeah.
yeah, I think then the fact that he's rejected Spurs does scream that he is looking for a bigger move, and could come in the shape of United.
Absolutely, absolutely. But one thing, if you had to weigh in on, is do you think we at least sign one attacking player? Do you think we have it in us as
Definitely,
a club?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, are you saying that ability to sign a ranking
Ability
player
as
right
in to
now?
get it over in the last couple of days of the window. Rashford goes out, we should
Uh,
be able to, we should replace, but do we do that?
if a club can do it on the deadline day, it is United.
Yeah.
I think we have seen time and time again that we can
But I just hope
make.
it's not a like just a fix in terms of Bailey, because I don't like the sound of Rashford going to Aston Villa and Bailey coming from Aston Villa to United. I mean, almost on the periphery of their first 11. I don't know how much he will be able to add to ours. So I that it shouldn't be like a compromise that okay, just towards the end of the window in the final hours we have to sign somebody. We just get a Leon Bailey, somebody, right?
I mean, I think a loan is always a compromise, don't you think? Very hardly does it come that you loan a player that you actually want to buy. And of course, if he does well in these 6 months, who knows that maybe United can go back for whoever we are getting, by the way, Tell
Yeah,
or
as
Bailey.
long as he's tracking back and showing good, demeanor, so to say, in the training, I think Amarim can make use of him much more than he will of Marcus Rashford. So that is fine.
See,
And on the last piece, it seems like Malaysia will also be loaned out with Dorgu coming in. I think we will get Malaysia out. There were talks with Benfica which broke down eventually. But from the rumors that we are hearing, there are some other deals on the table, so that should go through as well. I think that should be a good one. Malaysia should get some playing time. He hasn't really been playing more than 45 minutes for us in a game. So that should be a good one for him.
yeah, very unlucky has been since joining United. One full year he was out, and then it took another 6 months for him to come back. Now that he has come back, it's a completely new manager, completely
Yeah.
new system. So yeah, it will be good for Malaysia to get those minutes wherever he ends up.
Yeah. Cool. So great. I think this has been a good week for United. A couple of wins under our belt. Some decent movement in the transfer window as well. Hopefully, we can continue this momentum and get the players embedded into our system and get them going as well, and build on from here. It will be interesting to see how the last day or so of the transfer window pans out. And we will, in our next one, we will talk about that and the game against Crystal Palace. Thanks everyone for joining in. Look forward to your support. Please share, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on the podcast platforms. And yes, as always, this is our perch. Let's knock him off. Until next time, stay united.